Hi, how are you?
Wo- Wonderful. How are you?
Doing very good, thank you.
Good. Happy Wednesday, whimsical Wednesday.
Yes.
It was a slow morning for me, and then I started to just pour in. I got some sunlight, and I had a mild headache, which I don't usually have. And then I just started listening to the three inner children. What does the physical body need? What does emotional Tam need? What does the spiritual needs? And of course the doer who always wants to take stage. So I just came out of sunbathing with my cats and doing nothing, which was a real treat for someone like me. How about you guys? You want to do a little informal check-in? You could say your name. How's your day going?
Mike Dinkle started with a healing session at 8 this morning, then went to Qigong Master Healing for myself, and just got back from that and checking in here.
I've always been curious about Qigong. What
Mm,
would you share that with us a tiny bit?
sure. So this gentleman is, gosh, what is he, 80, 81 years old. He went over to China and learned Qigong, was there 21 years, and
Wow.
he's a Qigong master healer. And yeah, he's very good at what he does.
So for those that don't know what Qigong is, can you describe that? Because this is
Yeah,
video, so some people that don't make it to group
yeah.
today.
Qigong is breath energy. Um, and so Qi is, of course, the energy, and Gong is breath.
Ah,
And
okay.
it's also a type of martial arts that uses oh, it's like most all martial arts, but it is more subtle. Your body is always relaxed, and it
Mm,
isn't until you need to use your body that that it becomes active. So it looks like you're just kind of goofing
mhm.
around,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, that puts their guard down. And then when they strike, you use their weight and force to take them over, so to speak.
Wow.
What he does is works with the energy of the body, as with most healers.
Mhm.
Um, he does things quite a bit different than I do, but it's all energy work. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Wow. And do you want to describe what you do? And then we'll pass the mic, if that's okay.
Sure. So I am a healer of many modalities. I use the term healer as a descriptive. What I am is a conduit for divine energy to flow through. And that divine energy helps replenish the energy that's diminished in your body due to stress, anger, frustration, fear, any number of things.
Wow. MikeDinkle.com
Yeah.
for more. I love it. So anyone who's watching the video, there's a new upshifter with us, and he's a healer. MikeDinkle.com. Alfonso, would you like to share?
I guess, yeah. I don't know how to follow that.
I don't either.
So my check-in this morning, I woke up and it's interesting. I've noticed that Wednesdays tend to be my work day.
Mhm.
So instead of being a whimsical Wednesday, mine are more so workday Wednesdays. And it's like the day where I'm just in a nice little flow and just working on the things that need to get done. So it's pretty much what I've been in this morning, you know. Usually I go for a walk. I didn't get a walk in today. Um, Hopefully at some point today I will get some grounding and go out there and walk. But yeah, I'm just trying to hit all my to-do tasks.
Wow. Okay, good. Yeah, over the years, my days of the week have changed, and like I do see a rhythm. Yeah. And Wednesdays is interesting because I'll have some like deep, like I'm working basically till 8 tonight doing things. And so it's a softer morning because I'll be working a little later. I'm doing a class later. So yeah, interesting. Yeah. Well, so Wednesdays, a little bit about Wednesdays. We usually do a training on one of the 43 core techniques or one of the new techniques that get channeled through. Um, and yesterday, or 2 days ago, a new technique was channeled through, and I wanted to share it with anyone who's present. It's going to get that live energy. And on the videos, you'll be able to upshift through the video if you close your eyes and do the practice with us, not just listen and watch. But experience. So, um, also at the end of Wednesdays, we started doing a little bit of Think and Grow Rich for those that have financial expansion as a primary top three goals that you're working with me for. And so we are just in the beginning of it, and I created a Google Doc, which I will put the link in. Alfonso, if you actually have the link, could you put that in for us so I can book it? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have a Google Doc later. So the first half hour we're
Sorry,
gonna
I'm on
do.
my iPad. I can't get to it.
I'll do it then.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
No problem. He's so tech savvy. So, okay. So I will put a Google Doc. It's also in Upshift in school. So it's under the video TAGR, Think and Grow Rich, one of the first introduction ones. So you have access to that. And what you do is you just make a copy. You don't ask for access to it because then it would change the whole thing. You just make a copy to your device, to your computer, your laptop. So then you can edit your way. But we're going to go through basically the golden nuggets of Think and Grow Rich for the last half hour. And I also talk about the workbook that you can also get online. But
Oh,
basically, the Google Doc that I created is this plus some pro level uh, extra. Okay, so this is not worth really, I don't think so, because I'm going to give it all to you in your Google Doc. So up to,
okay.
all right. So we ready? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So, a new technique, and a lot of people out there are saying, there's a lot of people on stage, big stages right now saying, you don't need techniques to embody. And it's a lie. Okay. Those are the people that are making millions and billions, and they are now selling out the truth. Okay. The truth is, every baby learns to crawl before they walk, right? And they're setting people up for failure, just like they did with The Secret. The Secret gave you all this stuff and said you should learn how to, you could fly now. What they didn't do was help you get into the baby steps of building your truth, not belief, your truth. That means your spiritual truth. It's not something we we just like wake up tomorrow and this is it. It's something we feed like a baby. Okay. Yeah. And so techniques are the way, just like the baby learns. He or she practices. Practice is pro level. That's how we learn to fly an airplane. That's how we learn to fly our spiritual wealth, our financial wealth, our romantic wealth. We practice. We practice like St. Francis Assisi would say, where there is, I'm sure Mike can tell me the words to this, or maybe Alfonso, but where there is this seed that, okay, I'll pull it up later, but it's beautiful. But where there is hatred, sow love, kind of thing. Mother Teresa said, if you build it, it may crumble, build it anyway. And she said a whole bunch of things around that. And I tend to chop the things and get the message, the energetics of it. So if you love, you make it hurt, love anyway. Do the right thing anyway, for which you are. The ultimate dance is within you and your soul's evolution in the human experience. Your soul's complete already, but it's like evolving through your humanness, channeling it through your human experience. That's what we're here for, to help others do that too. So, all right. So this one you're probably, I love. I've done something like it with myself, and I never really shared it until Monday. And then it kind of came out. I'm changing my desk up. Sorry. It came out a little differently, a little more deeply. So what we're going to do is an imagination game, a technique. And remembering that Einstein says the best thing, or says he still continues to exist. But anyway, in a different form. So the best thing we could teach our children and ourselves, our inner children, is to use their imagination. Why would he say that? Why is our imagination so important? Go ahead, anyone, right?
Uh, because it's your inner thoughts, your higher guidance, your higher self,
Mm,
um, and it can be trusted
mm,
because your higher self has no reason to lie to you.
mm. Where does the higher self land in the body for you?
At my etherical heart in the center of my chest.
Oh, love. So sometimes we think this is who we are.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's three sets of neurons. Science has been able to prove we have neurons, of course, in our brain. We also have neurons in our heart. And it's exponentially greater, the electromagnetic field that comes out of our heart. So yeah, Mike, you're totally right. Um, and then our gut feeling is kind of here. That intuition, that thing that told us, let's go ahead and do that good thing or say, walk a different way for some reason. There's another set of intelligence there. And so when these two are speaking, like, yes, we're good, this means I'm safe, I'm loved. And now the brain sometimes takes a while to catch up on what to do with being safe and loved, and when we have that experience, what to do with it. But yeah, so because then we are like always trying to manifest how, anyway, the logic is not the smartest of the bunch. So you're right. Um, I'll say a little tiny story that I think, well, it's changed my life. I was in my 20s and my friend had a darling daughter named Deja. And Deja was into yoga with her mom and just really cute little kid. She very much reminded me of me when I was little, just very close to God from birth. Like she just really was. Animals and like she just, yeah. Anyway, one day I'm at her mom's house and I'm sitting on the floor next to her bed. She's Indian style on her bed. I'm sitting on her carpet and we're just chatting it up. And she says, in my meditation, I found out why I'm here. And I said, What? What? Why, Deja? And she said, I am here to help animals. And I was like, whoa, that's amazing. That's an incredible reason to be here. And I said, Deja, why am I here? And she goes, hold on, let me find out. She closes her eyes, she's Indian style. She closes her eyes. I'm like tripping right now because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. She closes her eyes, she comes out and she says, to create peace and love, to create peace. And I was like, oh gosh, I thought she was going to say love because I go all about love. But she said to create peace. Okay. So I said, but Deja, that's so big. How? Like, how do I do that? And she goes, hold on, let me find out. And she closes her eyes again. Indians, I know, so cute. She was like 8 years old. Okay. And she says these 8 words that changed my life. It's because of what you said, Mike. Follow your heart and do the right thing. 8 words that changed my life. Interesting. The heart can sometimes get confused. We think we're in love, but we are in lust, or we think this person loves us, but oh my gosh, it's our codependent wanting mom to love us better that's showing up. Okay. Our hearts can be confused. But when we feel that peace, that gut feeling, that's when we know. So many times after that, the last 20 something years, I would ask, does this person or this project or this job provide me peace? Does it feel like the right thing? And joy. When you have both, I believe it is a fingerprint from God. This is your spirit family. This book is going to help you for life. This is a job that you're going to make a huge impact in. You were meant to be there at this one job just to help that coworker not commit suicide. Like, I am telling you, if you have peace and joy, it is God saying, go ahead, baby. There is something here for you, and I'll be with you through it all, and it's meant. And nothing is a mistake. But that way you're safe if those two are there. Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Mike, for talking about where you get your truth. Okay. So we're going to do a little meditation and a visualization. And I will start a little bit of music and get comfortable. If you are on video, try to get back support. If you lay down, you might fall asleep. So if you haven't practiced guided meditations, we have some high-level meditators here, so I know that you guys don't need to lay down, or if you did, you probably wouldn't sleep. Um, so I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see what I'm doing first. Okay. Um, Apps, music. Okay. So if you'd like, stretch, take a good deep breath. I like to put my palms up because after 25 years, my body knows this means I'm safe. It's not time to do anything except receive and relax. So palms up, relaxing your wrists on your legs or however is comfortable. Okay. Hi, welcome to. We're just starting a little imagination visualization technique, and you're gonna love it. I hope. Okay, 10 more seconds. Here we go. Go ahead, deep breath in through your nose. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your mouth slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at empty wherever you land for 4 seconds. And now release. Breathe normal any way you'd like. You can yawn. You can do a good deep breath in and out. Now we're going to do another structured breath. In 4. Hold 4. Exhale 4. Hold for 4. Breathe any way you'd like. Allow your eyes to rest under your beautiful eyelids. Start to relax your facial muscles, your jaw, your lips, your tongue. Breathe any way you'd like. One last structured breath. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold, and release. Starting now. Breathe in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any kind of breath you'd like now. You have just told your body that you're in charge, it's not in charge of you. Let that child be a child now. You've just told your emotions they're not in charge of you. You're a spiritual being where all of your needs are met. You are the parent, the provider, whole and complete. 3 children that you take care of as a human is the body, the emotions, and the mind. They're beautiful children. They're not in control. Your spirit is in control. And you get to support them and guide them and lift them, and nurture them. They don't have to become adults. They get to be a kid because you protect them and support them. They get to be free-spirited and cared for, safe, and your best friend. You'd have it no other way. You love all of them so much, and they love you so much. If you can, wrap your arms up and see your 3 inner children crawl into your arms, your lap, your physical self. Let that one just crawl in your arms. Give him a big hug. Your emotional self, give that darling a big hug. These are the human parts. It's not easy for them sometimes. They have you. And now the doer, the taskmaster. Give him a big hug. Let him crawl in your arms and just get a breath of fresh air. You as a beautiful, loving parent that you are, taking care of them throughout this journey called life, where all of your needs are met. And you help make their needs and show others on the planet how. They are safe. They are loved unconditionally. And you guide them. They need that guidance too. There is really no sense of control here. It's a loving connection. That is all. It's a beautiful ebb and flow. Their voice, their needs matter to you immensely. And you would have it no other way. Breathing in. Big hugs from them. Let them hug and hug you. And breathe out. Big hugs back to them. Now let them rest within you. Settled, happy, nurtured, fed, prosperous. Yes, the little doer is very wealthy. He's done a great job. She's done a great job. Also channeling God through it for the right reasons, the right causes. Yes, the emotional one has released a lot of things that have been long served. Now doing the work of expanding gentleness to self and others, boundaries to self and others, unconditional love to self and others. And the body is taken care of, getting healthier and more youthful every day. There's more light and love, immune system boost, clarity, eyesight, clarity, hearing is sharper, memory is sharper, all of the physical senses are sharper, healthier, more youthful. You're getting younger every day to your optimum functioning as a human, physical human. Breathe in hugs from them. Breathe out hugs back to them. Now see your spiritual self looking at your physical body as the observer. See the human of you right now, the adorable you, sitting in the chair or standing or wherever you are. See that spiritual self looking at your face right now, adoring you, looking at your cute nose, looking at the way you show up in this moment right here to be one with all parts of you. Look how proud, feel how proud your spirit is to see you showing up in your human way. Breathe. With your eyes closed, pull your eyes, feeling someone looking at you right now. It's your loving self looking at you. Feel it in your heart. How loved you are by your higher self, by God, your angels, your ancestors, people on the planet right here, right now. Imagine they're all looking at you right now with so much love and gratitude that you exist. But most boldly, most beautifully, most brightly, your higher self, your spiritual self, looking at you, closing your eyes, seeing every hair follicle, seeing how your hands positioned right now, loving everything about you. And there's nothing you can do to stop that love or change that love. It is solid, it's immense, infinite. And it's guided you your whole life, and it will for the rest of this human journey. It is actually what gives you life. Love. Any one of your dreams as this human is totally available to you through that love that's looking at your face. It will guide you and gift you the right opportunities, the right people, the right messages, the right techniques, steps to embody a oneness with your true and complete, beautiful dance of the ocean's ebb and flow. Some days you'll feel it very strong, like a wave coming through to cleanse the shore. Some moments you'll feel it retreat, creative cave. You may feel silent, you may feel like doing nothing. That is just its cleanse. It's its breath. We don't want to just exhale. We love both. So allow that ebb and flow like the ocean to cleanse you every day, moment by moment. Knowing that the waves are actually impacted by something way above it. Some would say the moon controls the waves or impacts the ebb and flow. What if your spiritual being is lovingly influencing your ebb and flow. The times when you feel 10 out of 10 on the stage of life, able to show up for yourself and others, dance, give, and the times when you just want to soak in a bathtub quietly with a candle, lay on your couch and float. Embrace both ebb and flow, and you have such a beautiful experience at the beach of life. Trust the moon, the reflection of light of which you are. As you go through your journeys and your goals and your feelings and your body experience, trust the reflection of light that is specific. Now feel that light looking upon your face, loving you so much. And now welcome that friend into your awareness, your physical, emotional, and mental awareness as human experience here. Breathe in, breathe out. See the numbers 10 with a 1 and 0 in white font. Allow your body to become more awake, alert, clear, calm. Feel your body's weight on the planet Earth right now. Feel your right arm, your left arm. Feel your right leg, left leg, the top of your neck, down your spine to your sitting bone. Feel your right thigh, left thigh. If you'd like, touch your thighs, get into the physical body. 9, 8, see the number 7, more clear, calm, and alert. 6, 5, start to wake up the body, even more clear, calm, balanced, and alert, energized. 4, 3, 2, 1, ampersand, and 0. When you're ready, snap your right fingers, left fingers, move your right toes, left toes, open your eyes, move your body however you please. Yay. How was that for you guys? Yeah. Okay, feel free to share if you'd like what that was like, if you feel up for sharing. Okay, you want to just float with it?
I'll go ahead and share. Yeah, it was relaxing and calm and just ah, interesting. Yeah, it was relaxing and calm, but now there's an energy, like a I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I feel more like drive to do more. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, before this, I didn't feel that. Like before this, it was like coming in. It was like, okay, I'm a nice little flow. I'm working on things, and then that was like relaxing. And
Mm-hmm.
now it's a different um energy of like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But thank you.
I think you're doing a great job explaining it. I feel the same way, and I don't know how to explain it. Mike, did you want to share? You're glowing, guys. Oh.
Yeah, I agree with Alfonso. It was very relaxing, very calming, getting connected to your heart and all that. And I feel the energy also, much more clear, um, like drinking some coffee, but without the taste.
Oh, I
Yeah, a lot
love
of energy. It's nice.
Wow. I'm curious to know the difference between the Qigong experience and what you had after that and what you have now. Could you describe because they're both beautiful. Mhm.
Yeah, so the Qigong's experience gets you very centered in your body,
Okay.
um, and recognizing um, the energy and how your body reacts to what took place.
Uh-huh.
Um, this was more um, relaxing, also becoming very centered in its own way, a different way. Um, and then your like I didn't feel the energy so much until we came back in. Um, and then yeah, it's a very different feeling than when we went into that meditation. So it's very
Uh-huh.
nice.
I love that. The different feeling. Yes. For if I could put words on it, I would describe. So I'm usually in passenger seat. I don't know. So I actually have never done the thing where the kids come and sit in my lap and hold, and I'm breathing in and they're breathing. I've never done that. That was a new one that just happened right now. But then the second one was the one that came through on Monday was seeing the spiritual self. Um, Looking and I often close my eyes and I feel angels and God and my higher self looking at me. So I've always had that like privately, but like I shared it on a group level. It was so much, well, in a small group of friends. So it was so widely received. I was like, okay, I'm going to share it with the group this week. So the feeling that I have is more energized, more clear, more grounded. Um, it was like all of my kids really did get a break. Their stress levels or worries or to-do list or all of it is like they're just so well taken care of by the parent within me, the spiritual being that they're not worried about anything. They are those kids that are just like on vacation and they see a whole like, you know, their parents having a good time, like that we are the parents, and they see there's nothing lacking at all. They're totally carefree. And I felt that. I really felt that more powerfully than I thought I would. I had no idea what was happening there. So yeah, no, that was for me. Yeah. So the clear, so usually Wednesdays we're going to do something that's going to give you like more clarity. It's going to bring up your energy. It's going to give you focus. It's going to help you. It's like a laser beam. We're going to have, we'll talk about goals. If there's a burning heart desire for anyone like that are struggling with something that week, could be a relationship or goals about their career or anything they want, there's always an opportunity to do that in our groups. And then Thursday nights is usually more like relaxing. We're getting more into alpha and theta brainwave. We have some East Coasters that are right before their bedtime. So uh, that group is usually really it's popular because it is a meditation for sure. And so people love knowing that it's just going to be a receiving experience. But Wednesday, we're going to be like mini classroom, so technique building. Okay, so any burning heart desires, something that you want help or support with coaching wise in group today? Or should we get to think and grow it? This is your time, and that's always a priority. No, anything you want help focusing.
About focusing on restructuring my website.
Love it. Okay, so focusing on restructuring. Okay, so I love that. So that's going to be a deep dive that we're definitely going to tackle in our one-on-ones. But one of the things that we can do right now that's going to help, so this is perfect. Anything is group level too. When we think of restructuring, the first thing that the most powerful thing we can do for any of our goals is first get into the three A's, awareness. What do you, awareness, acceptance, alignment. So if we do it this way, we become highly aware of how we want that website to look. And this is actually really good because lots of people in Upshift are entrepreneurs and want to do upgrade on their social media and their website. So it's great. So when we want to do an upshift in our social media front, and actually there's a guru on board whose video is not available because she's probably multitasking, but Twee has helped me with getting images for my self love YouTube, and she I don't know, Twee, do you want to talk about that? She has a background in um okay, she's probably not yeah. Do you want to talk about that? So when someone's wanting to, so if you can say your name, what kind of background you have in social media and website building and all that stuff. Oops. Let me unmute you real quick. I'm asking to unmute. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, I
Oh,
started out doing multimedia and design after high school and college, and I did that for a long time, and it was fun. But I started branching, trying other things and things, but I still enjoy doing it. But like I said, when I started out 10, 15 years ago, the web has changed definitely a lot since all the new things. So now I feel like I'm just catching up and learning all the different new things, the AI. And with website, there's a lot of websites already pre-made, built like with and things that are already, it's easier to build your own website now. But sometimes you always need a person. But I would just visit websites that you like and get ideas and see how they set them up and kind of, see all the different buttons and, content. Because usually when you're starting out website, you need content and images and putting it all together. So I will focus on content and then your images and then like you said, look at other websites similar to what you want to build, and then get ideas and make your own.
Great, thank you.
that is such good advice. So if we start with an image of what we want it to look like, we're already ahead of the game. That's what Tweet's talking about. Look for websites that move you, Mike. Then we can get it. Once we know what we want, that's half of the deal. That's half of we got to know what we want.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I did with my YouTube channel. I looked around at other people's stuff to see which one spoke to me the most. So Twee and I was like, Twee, I really like Kathleen Cameron's thumbnails and backgrounds, and she's got a different, she's got a different message and stuff. But I like a lot about her message, and she's a financial wealth, guru, and she's a great mentor. And anyway, so she's like, okay, so let's do that. And I liked a couple other people's stuff, and so if you look out there, see what you want, pin those, save those links, send them to me. And we can start to see where you want to implement that with your website, with your social media. The thing I've learned the most from Twee and several other people that have helped me is you want branding. You want the colors that are going to go across the board to your social media, to your YouTube, to your website, to your business cards, to your flyers. You want it, two or three colors that are you. You want certain fonts that are going to be like I love black and white with a splash of yellow. So it really yellow is this beautiful like you're into set like black and white is contrast, and so it's really easy on the eye for those like me that need that support. So you look out there a little bit and you'll see what speaks to you.
Okay.
And then adding, the workshops that you do for the community, the pictures, getting things recorded because for 25 years, I don't know about you, I know you've been in the field for a long time as well. And there's a lot of video clips that we probably have tucked away in some SD card that would show how long we've been doing this. I was on Wave Street Studios doing a YouTube channel, doing workshops every month for Monterey 15 years ago, and I have a few clips I could find on YouTube. But it shows people the know, like, and trust. It shows people that this is not a AI you. This is a real deal. This is not someone who just decided I'm going to do this on a whim and I don't really love this. No, this is a person who's dedicated to healing and helping. Yeah. So getting the older versions and showing like a video where you were on stage, where you were doing a group thing, it really does help people because the goal is to help people get past their resistance so they can get the support that they deserve, right? And so
Right.
I cringed at marketing and all those things and learning that stuff a few years back. I thought, "Oh, no, I'm just going to hire someone." But until we learn the how to get people out of their fear and start investing in themselves, we are actually doing a disservice to them. They're drowning in quicksand and we don't throw them a rope. We say you can do it on your own. But when we learn how to get them out of the fear, you're actually going to give them the support that they deserve. You're the real deal on the other side of that rope. I know you, Mike. So there it is.
Great.
Does that
Thank you.
help? You're
Oh
welcome.
yeah, a lot. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And so just starting today, just start with looking, shopping. Shop, shop, shop. Find the websites, find the social media, put them all in an email, send them to me, and let's start brainstorming. And then you have other people in this group that you're going to get to know, and you guys can start chatting online with in school if you'd like to get ideas from each other. Okay,
Great. Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes, and I want to show you how to access this on school first. So then you always know how to get to this document if you needed a fresh copy or if you're on video and don't know yet. Okay, oops. So I'm going to get to school and I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully I do that right. Do, 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 do. Um, okay, we'll try again. Okay, let's see. Get on school. There we go. Um, okay, so sharing screen. By the way, I didn't have planned for group tomorrow at 4 because I thought I was going to be in the New Jersey or actually North Carolina at Marianne Williamson's event, but the co-host Catherine Woodward Thomas was no longer co-hosting, which is a friend that I was going with. It's her friend, and so I just opted out, especially with the icy. I thought it was going to be icy. So anyway, what you do, so I do have group tomorrow if anyone wants to come, and I did put it back on the calendar. So if anyone, because other people were saying, I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday. I'm like, oh, that's right. I took it off for, okay. I will be available at 4 and we will have group per usual. Okay. So if you were going to look for the latest, greatest trainings, oh, by the way, um, the I am changing everything over from one third party that does my videos to another third party. And so for a couple of weeks, I'm going to have the latest videos. I'm not going to upload them here because it's going to be taken off and put on by the third party. So the person who's helping me with that, it needs a couple of weeks to do that. So if you want any recent videos from our groups, just let me know and I'll send you the link. And it just won't be on here for a while, probably. Okay. So when it comes to um star chart, okay, if you want the star chart, by the way, that is here. Okay. Um, some people have asked about that recently, right there. Let's see. So when you see this little money sign, this is when we started to do Think and Grow Rich in January. And if you click on that, you will see a worksheet, financial upshift worksheet. And I'm going to go ahead and copy. So you will make a copy, go to File and make a copy, and then you'll have it on your device for your own editing. So, who here has read or is reading Think and Grow Rich? Okay, I think everyone. Okay. All right. So, you'll see that this is pulling from the book. We're not going to go deep into. So let me just make sure I copied that and put it in our chat. So we have it. Okay. So I'll do a quick review and I can go to 2:05. So we have about 9 minutes. Okay. So the beginning, you're going to see we had an example here. And in the Think and Grow Rich, it talks about creating an exact amount of money by a specific date. Okay. So what we did was I added this. This could be quarterly. I put months here. You can literally do quarterly here. So let's say this, I'm just changing it every time. But let's say this is January, February, March. Okay. Oops. Of 2026. And then this one, let's say, is April, May, June. This is your this is basically you're asking the universe, or not asking, you're declaring and decreeing, you're claiming um your income for multiple streams of income. So it can come through someone gifting and donating to your cause. It can come through multiple clients that are signing up for your product or service. So it can come through and then cashing out uh, an account or a 401k that wasn't giving you a good return where it would in your business. It can come through multiple streams of income, some which you will maybe even create. So oops, September. So let's just do a year thing here for central nervous reasons. Not everyone's ready to look at their monthly. It gives your central nervous system a little bit of cushion when we look at it by quarter. So I'm changing it. And we're going to change this. And then the previous videos will actually show you different ways. So whatever you're ready for. You can do it by month. I'm going to change it to quarterly. Okay. So if your goal was to do 1 million, so I'm putting here 12, 20. Okay. So I'm basically saying for a year, 400,000. If that were your goal for numbers' sake, you would look and see for January, February, March, how much you actually brought in. So my invitation for you right now to take 60 seconds and think, what accounts did I uh, get any interest bearing on? Or which accounts, like I'm going to be taking out from my CalPERS, which is sitting there not doing nothing for the next whatever, and I'm going to invest that in an interest bearing thing. I'm going to do something that's going to make money off of it now. So my April is going to have extra cushion from that money that's been sitting and not doing much to wherever I put it, hopefully declare and decree that it's going to build its money. Okay. So it can be from your business, all the things. So I want you to think about January, February, and March, what income you've brought in and start adding it up. If you can, take a piece of paper and start thinking about it. If you got anything at all, and this can even be a free gift card for a massage that was $150. That's income. Right? This can be someone who lent you or you lent some money and they gave it back to you. It's still energy coming into your life. Okay. It can be a free breakfast someone gifted to you. Okay. It could be anything and just start to feel, oh my gosh, yeah, like that. I got that coupon or I got that. Like I saved my little coupons. I was going to show you one. Just to say like, oh, money's trickling in, $5, Kohl's cash. Like, yeah. Or when I get a 10 massages and the 11th one that's free, I get excited because I know it's going to be that 11th one is going to be free, and I'm excited about that. My nails, the same thing. I love it. Okay. So think about where so if that massage was $100, that's an extra 100 if you cashed it in that month. Okay. So if you can, jot it down and start to see if the goal here, if the last 3 months you did 30, let's just say 30. You just want to add it gently to the others. So if your goal is 30, now or let's say 35, or let's say it's 25, just for number's sake, for those 3 months, you're just going to add it here. So we have 100 and 100. So why don't we make this one 150, 175? Over 3 months, what is that? Actually, let's make it 150 divided by 3, of course. That's 50,000 a month. So let's make that 150. That's 50,000 per month. That's not too much, or so 50,000 per month, right? Times 3. You feel how that doesn't seem like too bad? Like, oh, I can do that. I can do 50,000. If I can do 10,000, you see how you're building? If I can do 10, and I've had a 20,000 month once when I cashed out this and I invested that, or someone gifted, or someone invested, or right? So think about when money has shifted, whether you sold your house or you sold your car, or you bought into something that was growing, or whether you got a paycheck at the end of the week. Okay, so start to feel that and bring it in. We want to tell the nervous system that what you're sharing is true. We want facts. Okay, so this is actually 125. Okay, so now we have, is that right? So is that 400,000? Okay, and then that means 125 divided into 3. Oops. Is around 42,000 per month. And then this one is around 34. It's actually 33 something, but we'll just say 33. Okay, per month. 25 divided into 3. Okay, so this is 83 per month. Okay, start to feel that in your nervous system. You can have high months, you're already building. This is close to 10,000. This is just a 3x. As you expand, you're starting to get to 4 times, 5 times. The goal is 10 times. You want something that actually gives you enough adrenaline that it's going to get you excited. We don't want something, so that's why some people have up here $1 million, because that gets them excited. 400 doesn't maybe give them excited. You're not going to get financially free on that. But if you, so play with the numbers and find out where you feel a little bit of adrenaline. It's like driving a stick shift. You need that gas. You need to pivot with the, when you're upshifting, you're going to need to put the neutral down and get into a higher gear. So you may need this to be 800,000 or 700,000. Find in your nervous system what starts to feel delicious. So I'm going to use a metaphor that is a little bit vulgar. Be ready. It is like sex versus mediocre sex versus great sex. Okay, think about for a second, not too long. Think about great sex. Think about the moment you were like, that was amazing. You want this number up here to be amazing. Okay, you want it to feel like that was almost unspeakable. Okay, right? You feel the chemicals that are going through your body now. Your blood pressure is going to go a little bit more excited. You're going to be a little more alert. You're going to see the numbers in a happier way. It's not going to feel like a job. It's going to feel like something you get to experience that's going to be worth it in the end. And typically great sex is not quickie. It's not thoughtful. You're not focusing. You're actually focusing. It's actually usually longer than 10 whatever minutes or it's not necessarily 10 hours either, but it is what you feel is right. So really get to know your numbers, get into I want to say a beautiful orgasmic relationship with your financial self. Find great sex within you. Find great sex with your financial experience. Okay. That means, so great sex, let's talk about it. It means that your attention to detail. If you don't know what's in your bank account today, that's not great sex. If you don't know your partner came into the room, um, wearing that cologne that you love so much, or that perfume, or whatever, wearing that thing a certain way, that's not great synergy for great sex. Great sex happens way before the actual experience. It actually usually is a loving experience in between the cashing out. So from now on, okay. So second task, and this is coming out of the workbook, we used an example for Alfonso's coloring book, which you published online, which I'm so excited about. And you did that by, was it February? No, it's February 14th. It was Valentine's Day. You published your first coloring book, and now
Yes.
you have 5 online that are being sold, and they're for emotional regulation for neurodivergent folks of all ages. Yes? Say it. Keep claiming it.
Yes, that is correct. Yes, definitely.
Okay. Can you say what you've done in the last month?
I've created 5 coloring books for neurodivergent individuals to help self-regulate their emotions.
Yeah. Yeah. And what has your reviews been for your audience, for people that have got the book or seen the book?
So far it's been positive, and I've got some feedback in regards to how it's helped some people like didn't even realize what the book was for, but as they were opening and looking through it, they were stating that they just felt this calmness as they were looking at the pages. Oh,
For someone who is ADD and ADHD, it helped both. So ADD is where you're inattentive and it's like you're floating. So I'm in a spirit, I'm in the fifth dimension a lot. One of my meditation teachers, Ed Pio, he always tells me, Tam, you're halfway into heaven all the time. I'm like, I know, I can't help it. But it's some people in, in this world will say it's the ADD, but I see the spiritual part. Anyway, but that helped me because the backgrounds in your books are all different. So it helps me look for what's different. It's like, where's Waldo? So you get me engaged. And everyone I've shared their book with says also there's something calm about the same figure in the middle of the screen, in the middle of the page. They don't have to start from scratch and it's not overwhelming with a whole new page of different things. So, yes, absolutely. So your intention to give is actually not the coloring book, it's actually emotional regulation. So I just want to like upgrade that emotional regulation. Why? Because we're talking great sex here.
yeah, it's been a while since we did this one. As I was looking at, it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, we talked about that.
So yeah, so you see, when you mention to your people that you have a coloring book for emotional regulation, or you have a coloring book, low level sex,
Yeah,
when you describe it in
the
detail,
detail. Yeah,
when you are present with it, where that is what is being talked about, and we can't help because you shared the story of how it helped this young man feel regulated when he felt alone in the world with his autistic tendencies.
yeah.
Okay, so you bring it, and even what you produce, your services, when you speak about it as if you were in the best sex session ever with the most loving partner of your life. Okay? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Just remember also sex and spirit, they're on the same coin. They're just the other side of it. It's the most spiritual way to experience in the human and the most human way to experience the spirit. So it's all good. Okay. Well, I know we're at the end and someone's waiting, so I better go. Sorry. Was this helpful? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Have a great sex with your money. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.